She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. He took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing...
One of an arm or a leg, or like...
Really, though?
Easiest would be like toes or so. Okay, fine. Appendix. I mean, my appendix. You can have it.
Yeah,
free and clear.
like extraneous organs. That's an easy sell, right? But like, what about like an extremity, like something like, I guess pinky
saying
finger,
like an arm or a leg?
I guess maybe like a pinky finger. I guess if you do a finger. But...
So if it depends on what are the rules in this awful game that you're proposing. Like, is it like if it would be
the Saw
if it's
series
digits,
where you had to? Right?
I would take it. Yeah, take a pinky finger. That's fine. And then if it had to be a full arm or leg, I would say an arm.
Right.
You know, because
which arm would you do?
Luckily, I'm ambidextrous, so I'd have my that would on my left arm. Even though I write with my left hand and I eat with my left hand,
what hand?
With my right hand.
Do you masturbate?
Right.
Okay. Well, then clearly.
Unless I want to do the stranger, and then I use the left.
I know. I also do the stranger. No,
yeah. So,
ladies,
everyone should do the stranger.
Yeah, more
if you guys didn't know that, you're welcome, ladies. This is what we do.
This is what we do, ladies. We literally cheat on ourselves.
Exactly. We go, you know what? I am too used to fucking myself, so I'm going to fuck myself in a different way.
Other way.
It's another me fucking me that's different.
And it makes it hotter, right?
It does. It does. And meanwhile, I'm also trying to, view this porn that you're holding up as you're doing all of it. It's hard.
It's a whole process. I mean, a little sympathy would be nice, actually, because it's a struggle.
Yeah. It's not even nice. It would be warranted. I mean, it's a fucking struggle, and it would be great if it was, identified and appreciated.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
But so we're here again. It's Tuesday, right? Tuesday.
Everybody.
9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:40. We got started a few minutes late.
We are
My
now in the month
apologies
of
for that.
August.
We are. Isn't that crazy? It's like I keep thinking of things like in terms of like, oh, the year just started. I got time to do this, and it's like, no, I'm not out of time to do anything.
Nope.
Almost over.
Crazy. Yeah, I mean, even today you weren't on time to even start.
I wasn't even on time today. I know, and then we had to catch up. We chat. We do the backstage chat before we arrive.
Well, at least you didn't go back to fucking Iceland. So you stayed.
I stayed in the country,
the continental United States during the last 7 days. So that I appreciate, and I think the audience does as well.
For sure. Did I tell you? I told you that, right? That one of the cool things about Iceland is you can we snorkeled in a bay. I don't know what the hell you would call it, a waterway that basically within it was the continental. Within it was the continental divide. Like you could see
the continental plates.
You could see the two plates. Yeah.
Yeah. Wearing a dry suit and stuff because that's
damn cold. Glacial water, literally glacial water.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. That was one of those once in a lifetime things. You would have scuba
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure, because
absolutely.
scubaing would have been
Yeah.
more hardcore. Like I snorkeled because I'm a pussy. So
Oh no, well, you just don't have the ability to sink in water, or
I did
It's
struggle.
like you only. Yeah,
You remember when? I think I
uh,
went with you the first time you ever went, didn't I? Please, first
Yep.
time you ever snorkeled. Yeah,
Just gave it a, but yeah, you gave it a good shot.
I
But,
tried. It just didn't work. I
uh,
couldn't. My problem was I couldn't equalize my sinus pressure,
right,
so my
yeah,
head
that
felt
was
like my
it.
head was
So
going to explode.
which you need to be able to float and all that.
Yeah, so it didn't go well.
That's
for
all right.
me.
You have a lot of other redeeming qualities.
Than't you.
So
Thank you.
I wouldn't don't put yourself down.
Yes, but I tried it and I enjoyed it for
You
the
did?
little I was able to do, minus the excruciating pain and the throwing up. Other than that, it was great. But I was horrified. I think you were at the time, right? Because you learned a lot about scuba in the intervening years because you've gone a lot. But like the way that the resort we were at is basically like you sign up and then you sign a waiver and then they bring you in the swimming pool with the gear and they show you, okay, put the rebreather in your mouth. They knock it out of your mouth. You have to learn to re-scoop it and put it back in your mouth. And then they say, okay, let's go. And I go where? And they're like, the ocean. And I'm like, I don't feel qualified for that.
Remember, they also knock your mask off your face, and you have to know how to clear your mask.
Clear your
by
mask.
blowing your nose.
That's right. I'm
and then
sorry.
It blows the bubbles out.
Blood bubbles out,
So
yes.
once you can get your regulator or get your octopus,
Back in your mouth.
second regulator,
You're right.
and you have the ability to clear your mask, you're
In the
set for
ocean.
deep diving. You
Right.
know what? You can
Right.
be on an oil rig now.
Yes.
Like, that's
yes.
fine.
However, yeah, try to get scuba trained in the U.S. It is a very different process.
Well, that's why you don't. You go to places where it's laid back. You go as long as they're PADI certified. But no, I'm not going to be freaking U.S. They'll be like, oh, file these forms
all
and all
these
this.
forms
It's like, no,
and
no, no,
12
no.
hours of
If you're going
training.
to do it in Costa Rica. Do it in Honduras. Do it just somewhere where they don't give
Literally.
a fuck.
Just throw
But
you in the
it's like-
pool.
You know,
No.
but most of the time people are fine. You know, and it cuts out a lot of the red tape.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Most of
You know,
the
you're scuba diving inside an hour, as
Right.
opposed to
We
you know,
literally were. It's
going through all these learn all this stuff and having to learn
Right.
the signs and making sure that if you're drowning, you know what to
And-
do and what
and-
your low levels of oxygen mean and
and-
how
and-
far you can
right.
go down before you need a safety stop and you
Right.
get the bends.
all those
you know.
things. And we did. And, we
Yeah.
watched a 15-minute video on VHS too. Remember that?
Yeah, because you could get the bends. So they were like, don't do that.
Get the bed. Bed's bad. Nitrogen in the blood, very bad.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Bubbles.
Very
Go with
painful.
it. Yeah. Anyway, so we're here. But we're here to not help. Yes. So we've given some scuba advice. So that's free. That one's for free. But now we're gonna help actual people's actual questions. So, are you ready for our
That have
first
been
question?
directed
Griffiths?
to us. I am.
Yes.
Let's do this.
So this is from Ian from San Bernardino, California, is our first question. And
Okay.
Ian says, my wife and I were woken up the other day by our 2-year-old daughter talking to herself in her room. So I tell my wife, I'll get her and get the morning started. No response, just cold stare from the missus. I can tell something's wrong, so I press the issue. Takes a deep breath and says I made out with someone in her dream, and now she's angry and can't get over it. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Get a new wife.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, Ian, what was she hot? Like, was the chick hot that you were making out with in the dream?
Yeah, probably
Okay. Find
inquire.
out if she was hot.
Ask your wife.
But
hey, was this chick?
For-
Was it your sister? Was it your best friend? Who was this chick exactly?
Well, right, because you should find out that information. You say,
Oh my God.
you know, hey, obviously, hun, you know, that's great. Obviously, subconsciously, you desire a threesome. I'm down to fuck. That's cool.
DTF for the
So,
uninitiated.
and then, you know, you muss up her hair and say, go get him, champ. You know, and
Oh my
poop her
god.
on the nose. They love that. And, you know, you should be fine.
Lordy.
But yeah, no, you're or maybe just find a new wife. That's it. The other
No, I don't want to end this
the thing
relationship
is-
right away.
you can never come back from that. Well, hey, if this relationship is going to end over a dream
Right.
cheat,
I
you know,
can't.
because
And we all.
it's not. But
I know,
I
but
can't bel-
but we all sympathize with this because we've all gotten in trouble for things we did not do, right? As
I've got in
heterosexual
trouble
men.
for this
Right. This exact thing.
exact thing. In
And there's no winning. Like,
across multiple partners.
I had this dream you had sex with my sister, like, you know, and now I'm mad at you. Well, I didn't have sex with your sister. Yeah, but would you? And now you have to lie.
Right, because of course you would. Because your sister's hot.
course you would.
It's like, why did they have to bring this up? Don't make me lie.
Don't make
why
me
are you
lie.
putting me in this position?
Ladies, don't make us lie.
I didn't mention your sister. You're the one that mentioned your sister,
Right.
just because
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, ladies, some tips.
you
Like,
know.
if you choose to remain heterosexual, these are things you need to accept. like if you say, "Would you have sex with?" and then name like moderately like attractive woman, the answer is yes. And you need to be prepared
The true answer is yes. I
Right.
mean, the answer you'll get is probably like, oh no,
I would
Dad,
never.
no.
I mean,
Gross.
there's occasional exceptions. Like I and maybe this came with my older years, but like there are women I know that their personality just grates me so much that I couldn't, even if they jumped me out, like I couldn't even. You know what I mean? Even if they, no matter how attractive they are, because there is a bar now. So it just takes a while to develop.
Although that it would be interesting to see that bar tested. When she's super annoying but super hot. I don't know.
Right. And honestly, you're a fair point. And I think about it now, and honestly, I probably would, but then regret it. It'd be that kind of deal. Like, why did I do that?
Right, exactly. That is what would happen. You would go for it, and then you would destroy yourself with guilt afterward.
Right. And then regret.
And that would be awful. So
yeah, totally.
Let's.
Lordy.
Again, ladies, don't ask us.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers for, right? Because I think
for Ian, as far as what's he gonna
do? There's nothing he can do.
Yeah, there's nothing he can. Yeah, you just have to basically wait.
You just have to wait it out. You literally have to wait it out. Especially since, like, dude, you woke up, you heard your daughter, your 2-year-old, and you said, "I will take care of her. Don't worry about it." Like, you are already ahead of 80% of all married men. Like, I just have to tell you.
Although at this point, though,
maybe not 80, but you're up there.
We're recognizing that, but like in that moment, it didn't really matter.
It didn't matter.
He was going to the kid. All that was the matter was that he cheated on his wife.
Yes.
In her head.
And
that wasn't right. And it's going to take a little time for her to get past it.
How dare you, Ian?
But time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
And with with time and patience, I think her brain will be able to get over the fact that you didn't cheat on her.
Right.
And
Ian, right. Ian, the answer is like you gotta just ignore it and let it ride. Like, give it time. Do a spontaneous until the next stream. Do a spontaneous act of kindness. Set up date night. Get a babysitter. That's your best path to redemption for something you did not do.
Or you could just go ahead and do it and like make out with her sister. I mean, I don't know if you. Again, we don't know the dynamics of your relationship, but like that is an option.
Not recommended.
So, because you could be like, oh well, it was a prophecy that you were seeing you made me do this. Like, I didn't even know.
Foreseen.
It has been foretold. Yes.
Foreseen.
It has been foreseen.
Yes.
Always got to come back to Star Wars.
Always. There's so many lessons to be learned from Star Wars. So Ian, like, time and spontaneous have to kind of take her out to dinner, get date night going on. Childcare. That's the way to do it. All right. So next question comes from Clara from Cardiff, Wales, in the UK. Is this our first international writer?
No, we've gotten.
I think you're right.
One other one from.
I think you're right.
UK,
you're right. Exactly. Thank you, our UK friends. We love and appreciate our friends over the pond. Can you please help us, because our country is turning to shit? So,
I
anything you can do.
I think they're just over there just feeling bad for us. I mean, that's been my takeaway. It's like they're just like, man, what are you guys doing? Like, what happened to you guys? It's like, I don't know.
No, like, we don't even know.
Sorry.
We
it's
don't
like,
even know.
But we also brought you guys Scientology too. So clearly we're not.
Not batting
we're
a thousand
very
here.
Credulous people.
Yeah, we do a lot of bad things.
Very susceptible to stupid ass shit. And conspiracies and all sorts of stuff because kind of dumb. Yeah, so not the greatest educational system. Don't know if you've seen that.
I mean, UK's not too far behind. I mean, the whole Brexit thing, like, they literally helped form the European Union and then left it. It's like that's a that was a miss there. That was a bad call.
But that is actually that is heavily recognized at this point. And like they know it cost them like 6% of their GDP because now it's been enough time that it's like even the people who wanted it were like, yeah, this was a bad idea because it did hurt
and ignored what everyone else told them.
It,
they're like, no, we want to do this, and they're like, no, you don't, and here's why. Like, oh no, it'll be fine.
Right.
Wasn't fine. Stupid idea.
A lot of it was just about
immigration
culture. Yeah. And they wanted like the British, the idea it was
of
that
being
same
British
thing of like of sullying, like with India. It's like, nope, you guys are going to play cricket and you're going to have tea and we're going to, and we're going to we're going to civilize the whole world.
And the sun will never set in the British Empire. That's right.
Right.
Anyway,
yeah, I was trying to explain that to my kids, and they were less like, what does that mean? It's like, well, how did they? I'm like, well, they came over on a boat. It's like, well, why didn't I'm like, okay, well, there's guns, germs, and steel. Okay, so they had all these diseases.
These are effective.
They made all
weapons,
the Incas and the Mayans sick.
Absolutely, very effective. So anyway, so the thing that Carla wants to know is, Carla has a roommate, a 25-year-old female, who has her room right next to me and likes to get on with her boyfriend, who is 26, every night around 12 to 1 a.m. I keep hearing the bed creaking and it wakes me up. I don't want to mess with her life, but it's causing me real issues. What should I do about this? Feels weird to mention it to her. What do I do? A lot of roommate issues of late, the past several weeks, and completely understood on this.
Carla, earplugs. You get some earplugs. Don't mess with your roommate's roommate. Don't yuck your roommate's sex yum. Okay, like if she's having your roommate is having an unbelievably awesome time. So rather than do anything to affect that, I would say just get earplugs.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing: if she's only hearing,
I don't care how distractingly loud and violent whatever's going on upstairs, that is joy,
right?
And it is your duty as a human being to just
support
to endure it.
No, normally I would agree, but but the way she describes, she only hears the creaking bed, right? So I'm kind of picturing silent staring at the ceiling while boyfriend gets his rocks off. You should hear her screaming, and if she's not, perhaps it's not as enjoyable.
Well, if you're gonna she's. I mean, from this, Carla, from it seems that your roommate and her boyfriend, delight in each other's company. It seems, and that they are enjoying, passionate, alone time with themselves. Unfortunately, they are not as alone as they might think.
Right, because you are right next door.
You're below.
No, next door. It's the next room over.
Next door.
Share a wall.
Right. So, yeah, I don't like. Can you go stay in a hotel? I don't.
I would just ask him to fuck before 11. That's not an unreasonable request.
Right. But he doesn't. I can understand the hesitation to mention it to her roommate, to just be like, yeah, you guys fuck so loudly, and if you could just, because this seems like something that it's like, because in most situations I would say have a conversation and you just but I guess it sort of depends on what your relationship is with your roommate and how friends you are with her versus just a person that you're sharing a flat with.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think it's out of the realm of question to have the conversation, right? To say, hey, it's
no, I don't think it's out of the realm of
disturbing her sleep.
I just would in person.
Like, hey, hun, it's like, first of all, you girl rock on for getting some, but kind of it's waking me up every night, and I need to get up at 6 a.m. whatever your deal is, right? I don't know what you do.
Right.
But I need to get up super early. I mean, can you guys just either do it on the couch when I'm in the bedroom, or you know what I mean? That's the reason. Can you either do it on the couch or do it earlier? I would really appreciate it. Or figure out how to anchor the bed to the wall so it doesn't squeak. You know what I mean? One of those options. Can we do something like that? Would be fantastic. I'm willing to work with you on a solution.
There are okay. What you need to do is, it's very, very expensive, but you can get a bed that floats on neodymium magnets. This basically hovers up above, and it has steel cables that kind of holds it down, but it kind of hovers, and so it is squeak proof.
The hover bed.
It's incredibly expensive because the magnetics
prohibitively
require. One might say, but
and do not sleep on it if you have a pacemaker. By the way, that would be very bad for you.
There's a number. Do not put your wallet on the bed.
Right. It will.
There's many things.
It will
that are
wipe
scary about-
wipe out all your credit cards.
Right, exactly.
It will erase
You
your
can't
cell
use
phone.
your laptop in your bed.
It will clear your hard drive.
It will degauss every time you crawl.
You will
into
have the quietest sex.
bed.
On the flip side,
But yes,
it's actually
but
super
Carla
quiet.
will not hear a fucking thing.
Right.
And you know what? I
Fantastic.
want that for Carla. So
Oh my lord. Oh, Zarquan looked it
know.
up. 1.6 million for the Neodymium Magnaped. 1.6 million.
oh,
US
okay.
dollar.
1.6 million. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Zarquan, for that fact check. Lordy.
But I am delighted that actually is, because I've heard of that, but the fact that they're actually, you
can get it.
that I'm available for purchase at only 1.6 million, like that's
Only
perfectly
1.6
reasonable, I think. Like, so Carla, obviously, you have a couple options. You can
spend
get
1.6
the
million.
earplugs and you can spend $1.6 million.
If
and
she
gift
can
your
do
roommate
that, she
a
doesn't need
floating bed.
roommates. You can just
Probably
go to
not.
your example.
But it is an option.
It is, I suppose, technically that's
As-
true. It's an option. I would say have the
or
conversation.
also,
Right. And in the conversation, though, I would go with commiseration, saying, hey, awesome, rock on, you and your boyfriend.
I love that for you.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
However, a minor request, and hopefully just go with it, Okay. Communication is key.
I do understand or just sucking it up and getting earplugs.
Have the conversation.
He's also
That's my vote.
He's also
Earplugs is an option. I think
Earplugs.
you'd still hear. I mean, earplugs just reduce.
no. You'd still
still
hear
hear
it, but it's like you have roommates. That's what happens.
Right.
I don't know.
So earplugs, a white noise generator, right? Maybe option A. I mean, option A, in my opinion, is the conversation. Have the conversation. Be polite, respectful, and reasonable, and hopefully respond in kind, right? And look for a solution.
My option A is to suck it up and do nothing.
You're right.
So option A is get earplugs, don't say anything, because those crazy kids are having a good time.
Yes.
Option 2 is to be all lame, like Vanguard,
Right.
and go and have a conversation about it
My
and be all
option.
weird and awkward, and
Awkward.
forever make it weird and awkward between your roommate. You can do that, or you get the
Correct.
$1.6 million bed.
Right. Dude, like, there were so many problems in life that would be solved if people were just okay having awkward conversations.
That is true, but we're not. We're not okay with it.
I know.
all.
I know. Isn't it crazy, though? It's like, should be the simplest thing, but we can't do it. All right. Next question comes from Carla. Good luck, by the way. Michael from Hamilton, Ohio. Michael works in a veterinary hospital. The other day, he was lifting a sedated Doberman off of a table and needed assistance. Doberman was not neutered. So one of my coworkers helped me, who was a 27-year-old female, lifting the rear end of the dog, and I lifted the front. My other coworker, 40-year-old female, suggested she lift him up by the testicles as a joke. He then expanded on the joke by saying, the dog's testicles, not Michael's. Then apologized for being very inappropriate. See, I think that's hysterical. So I'm just interjecting there for a second.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right. She then apologized for being inappropriate still and made me uncomfortable, and I keep thinking about it. Does it reflect on how my coworker feels about me? Do you think it just means she's comfortable with me? Yes. Michael, you're reading too much into
It is
this.
absolutely, completely meaningless. And it is, she took opportunity to have a joke. She took the opportunity when she had it, and she took it. I would have made the same comment, Michael,
Fantastic.
about your balls.
Right. About your Michael in
with
particular balls. Yes.
Yes. You just happen to have, your balls were conveniently available within the context of the joke. So they became the balls within the joke. But you are in no way, this reflects in no way on your person, other than the fact that
you have balls.
Your coworkers understand that you have balls.
Right.
So you were able to help out with a hilarious punchline.
Correct.
So,
and she apologized. Like, she covered all the bases.
Right. Like, immediately too.
There's no harm, no foul here. Like, I don't know. Seems a very innocuous joke.
Yeah.
Like, it could have went much worse, and it didn't. You know what I mean? It's like she could have taken places that was like,
Well, I think this is one of those things where it's a victim of overthinking, being like, did something just happen that I should be like upset about? Or it's like,
an answer is no.
Nothing actually happened. Your coworker made a joke.
Right.
That was great.
A good one.
And golf clap, by the way, for that. And that's it. But your coworker did not think about how cool you were or weren't, or your work relationship or anything. You were just the guy with balls in the room.
Right.
So your name got inserted into the joke.
She, as a woman, felt comfortable making that kind of joke around you. I think positive. You know what I mean? So, Michael, don't look too much into it.
And your balls were in the right place at the right time.
Right place at the right time.
Yeah. Hey,
very few balls are, but yours were.
It shows that your coworkers. Right. Exactly.
No.
And the poor Doberman. Well, first of all, I mean, never lived up a dog by its balls. I mean, come on, lady.
Right, seriously.
But,
when I saw the Doberman was not neutered, I thought the question was going to go in a very different direction, but it did not, and I was glad it was only this, actually. So.
What was the direction you thought it was going to go
well, in? Not neutered dog,
specifically?
2 women picking it up. I don't know. I thought maybe the dog would get an erection, and some comments would be made or something. That's where I thought it was going to go. But, yeah.
Oh, there's going to be like a Red Rocket situation, and then you have to...
is that what they call it, Red Rocket?
Oh, Red Rocket. Yeah. That's when your dog. It's like all of a sudden.
I'm aware.
It's like your dog is a full hard on,
right?
And you're like, because it happens when they get particularly excited. It's not something that
sure.
you see every day.
Sure.
But when it busts out,
boom,
it's loud.
It's there, and it's hard to ignore. Very happy dog.
Hard to ignore.
Hard to ignore. Very happy dog. Did you see what time?
Michael, you're good.
There was something. There was a Family Guy where they did a brilliant. I don't know, something happened, like some woman took her top or something, and they kind of like jumped in on every part of the family's reactions. They're like, oh, and then Brian the dog, you saw this thing in the red come out, and it was someone putting on lipstick. It was
oh my god! Yeah.
Did you see that episode?
Here we go.
I don't like that.
See,
funny.
that's
basically he showed a dog dick without showing a dog dick. It was
right,
fantastic.
Exactly. Show me a dog penis without showing me a dog penis.
Correct.
And
correct. Like
and Seth MacFarlane was
Seth
like,
MacFarlane, our kudos to you. Yes, thank you for you've given so much back to the world. We appreciate everything you've done.
Yes, so much, and continue to do.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, so next is Sandra from Arlington, Texas. Sandra, let's see. Hi, I'm not sure if I'm being crazy. My boyfriend has a group of friends that he goes out with almost every other weekend, and he doesn't come back home till about 3 a.m. He's not doing anything but hanging out with them. So I went with him to one about 2 weeks ago, and there were many other females there and lots of drinking. You can tell his friends are very female-driven. They are having another outing this weekend, and his friend texted him stating, "Are you bringing your girl or a different one?" I believe this message is a red flag, but he is telling me I'm overreacting. Is this a red flag? This dude's friend's a dick. That's what it goes down to.
Yeah, like, that's... Like... Did you read this back to yourself before writing it? Like, or before, like, submitting it? Because I feel like your this actual question is an embroidered red flag, like, in and of itself. Like, the unless you're colorblind or something. But yes, this is absolutely a red flag. Yeah. Your boyfriend's covered in red cloth, and he's just waving everywhere. I guess
it could have been just his buddy being a dick, messing with him. You know what I mean? Could
right, but it's also, I don't want to know what he means, but he says like his friends are very female driven,
right?
Meaning they're guys, like
you mean so, heterosexual men?
Yeah, but I can see if your boyfriend is going out until 3 a.m. every weekend, and they're at a place with a whole bunch of other women,
right?
It might make you uncomfortable, whatever. Right. But you either trust your boyfriend or you don't.
Right. There's multiple issues, like the fact that he doesn't want to invite you, right? Clearly.
Right, and it seems like so that you went to one and.
Right, which means
you like it.
He was cool with it.
Did you want to go back? Right. Yeah, or were you like, oh, this isn't for me? Because if that's the case, then it's like if he's giving you the option and you don't want to take it. Although I cannot think of any relationship ever that I've ever conceived or have been in where one could go out until 3 a.m. hammered and come back with no feelings of I don't know, just there's gonna be a little upset about it. Like that's not something that can just
Yeah, I think if you're going out with the
unless
guys,
I'm overreacting.
If you're going out with the guys is one thing, but going out with a mixed crowd, that's like it's kind of a different scene, right?
Because it's very different from him being like, oh, I'm going and hanging out with my friends.
Right.
Yeah, that's a bunch of dudes drinking, playing poker, playing games, or
being
whatever.
Stupid, right.
But these guys, this sounds like they're all like in a field having a kegger with like the
and you're not invited until you are until you're.
So.
Right. So I mean, a valid question in the conversation is like, why did you never invite me before? You know what I mean? Like, why keep this secretive? I didn't know it was a mixed crowd thing. It's like, you know.
And the comment from the friend though is, I think, utterly meaningless. I think it was the friend being a complete dick.
That's what
and
I
just
think.
being like, so you're gonna bring you know.
What chick you bringing this week there,
bring
Jocko?
Sandra, or are you going to bring that other one that you were there with? And it's just like, what are you doing? Why would you? I didn't.
Like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah. And he's doing it because it's hilarious. Because he's watching you suffer, and men like to watch their friends suffer.
They really do. Like, why do they? Why do we do that?
But we do that. We take
God
joy in the suffering of our friends.
Our friends,
and people that we supposedly like. And want good things for.
God,
we enjoy seeing them squirm in tragedy. Men
are horrible, horrible creatures. So many ways.
But you could, just tell your boyfriend that you had a dream that he made out with someone at the party,
right?
And now
it's his fault.
You are mad at him. Yeah,
right. Justifiably.
Flip that script around and turn it back on him, and now he's in trouble.
That's right. Magically,
and he won't know what to do. Being like, wait, what?
Oh, I did.
So,
what I do?
Yeah. That will.
Yeah.
I think that would.
Yeah, but Sandra, I would ask for questions about this. I'd be like, what's the deal? Like, why is this the first time I'm seeing this? It's like, you ever hook up at one of these things? What's going on? Have you ever gone with a woman? Right. Like, if I ask, if there's one of the, here's what you do. If there's one of the women there, who maybe you're not friends with, but like at least an acquaintance, right? Just say, hey, you ever seen this guy come here with any other chicks? You know what I mean? She would gladly, turn in, right? I'm sure.
Oh, you mean like narc out?
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, yeah. Yes, there are different roads that you could go down. I want to assuming that your boyfriend is not cheating on you is like, that's my hope. If he, but. The whole situation is a bit red flag-ish in terms of because if he's your boyfriend, it's like, why is he going out every weekend? Like, I guess if it's only happening once ever in a while, but it would be like, why isn't he hanging out with you?
Right.
Or,
especially since it's a mixed crowd and women are okay being there. I mean, like, that's the weird part to me. Guys.
Yeah, if I need more details, to really get, but I think the most likely scenario is that his friend was a dick, and now he's made his girlfriend suspicious about the shit they get up to on their, weekends out, and now there's some strife between Sandra and her boyfriend, and I guess the real winner in this is that friend.
Right.
I think.
He's laughing his ass off. I would definitely have a conversation.
I mean, he went a long way. It's all the way. We're talking about it.
I know.
I mean, this has made its way onto the internet.
I know.
And now it is being discussed, by I don't want to say millions, but hundreds of thousands of people.
At least.
And that's what it can take on a life of its own on the internet.
Anyway.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Yeah, no, but Sandra, have that conversation and good luck. I mean, like I said, a little sketch going on here. Sure.
It's like the whole thing sounds, but it's like there's not enough of it. I mean, it's red flag-ish, but again, if he's been doing this for a while and you've been to one before, it's hard to say.
Got it.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Definitely tell him that you dreamed that he made out with one of your friends or your sister or something.
One of the girls at this gathering.
that will help. Maybe ameliorate the imbalance.
I'm gonna go back. I found a way, and it's a little underhanded, but it's good. Back for Sandra here. It's go a couple more times to the event, right? Get friendly with one of the girls there, like one that you're kind of okay with, right? Or one that you think your boyfriend would be attracted to. And then bring up the topic when you're with your boyfriend alone, saying, "Hey, I think, Julie's pretty hot. Like, what do you think about us trying to work out a threesome with her?" And if he enthusiastically goes for it, I think she's got him.
Wait, so you want her to entrap him in a threesome?
Yes.
How is that even entrapment? If he goes for it, you're supposed to be like, yes, ha, you would have sex with her. Yeah, you just said
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly it.
Right. Wait, so who's winning in that situation? Her or the boyfriend? Everybody?
No one wins. No one wins.
No one ever wins in anything, I don't think.
Everyone still loses.
Everything we do is meaningless. Everything.
So we float through the universe on a
every decision we make, everything that we love, everything that we've
hurtle
created,
through oblivion. It all doesn't matter.
Ashes in the wind is just, yeah.
All right, never mind, Sandro. Yeah, just have a conversation with him. So, try to get the bottom of it. All right, our last question comes from Taylor from Starkville, Mississippi. Taylor is a 28-year-old female. She wants to break up with her 28-year-old male boyfriend. We've been in a relationship for 4 months now. However, I realized that I haven't moved on from my ex. I still have feelings for him. So I tried to break up at that very moment of realization, but he kept bringing me back to him. I'm very serious about this breakup, but he isn't letting me go, and I don't want to hurt him. Apart from that, he's a great guy, buys me gifts, respects me, and takes care of me. How do I break up in the least hurtful way? I'm so confused by this question.
Okay, Tay-Tay. You know it only takes one person to initiate a breakup.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Like,
this is not a Seinfeld episode where you're
told
no, we're not breaking up.
One person can walk away, and then it tends to work. The breakup itself works itself out in payroll. You know what I mean? Like it just because I'm confused by the kept bringing me back to him.
Right.
Like literally, like in a Maersk shipping container,
and not in
or like
a
a fucking or a dog crate. Like what are we talking about?
But like also that I haven't moved on to him. I have feelings for him. Like I don't get what I'm serious about the breakup. Don't want to hurt him. He's a great guy. Buys me gifts, respects me, and takes care of me. Like I'm missing something. It's like
here's what you do. Your boyfriend doesn't want to
break up.
You know, he doesn't want to, quote, let you go.
Mm-hmm.
In a physical sense, you know, he doesn't really have that option. It's not really it's not a decision that he gets to make. But
correct. Takes one to break up.
You know, you tell him that you have feelings for your ex, and then you go back to your ex, have that go terribly, break up with the ex again, and then see if this guy will take you back.
Wait, I'm even confused that we're talking about two guys. Are we?
No, I don't. No, Taylor's a girl.
Correct.
And she's talking about
I think she's talking about one guy.
Right, she is.
Okay.
So, Taylor has a boyfriend but she's been with for 4 months.
Yes.
And everything is going great, except Taylor also has feelings for her ex and has decided she cannot continue with this relationship she's been going on.
She wants
for
her
4
ex
months because
I understand now. Oh my God, so, Taylor, you got to work on your pros here. Jesus Christ.
So he said, as far as breaking up, he just needs to be informed.
She's pining, right? What you're There's
doing,
no consent. You know, there's just information. That's all it is.
She's pining for the fjords, I think.
Right. She's pining for this other dude. And yes. So, yeah. Picked on the other guy. So also with this new dude, you've been in a relationship 4 months. It's like how do you even know each other after 4 months? It's like...
Well, yeah, and because it's like not letting me go. I mean, I don't. I think it's more because it does sort of sound like the Seinfeld, like we're breaking up. No.
And you're like, okay.
What do you mean no?
Okay, and then
you. But yeah, in this case, it's like because if you guys don't live together and he's just not accepting the fact that because in the breakup itself, you are allowed to just walk away from a relationship. So you don't owe anything to this guy, and he cannot keep you in a shipping container or otherwise.
Right. Or chain or radiator, you know, for example.
The nicest way to break up with him would be to say, listen, this has been a great run, but I need to go make a serious mistake. I'm going to go back to my ex. it's going to go terribly, but I need that to happen, and I need to learn that life lesson. And I hope that maybe after I discover truly that my ex and I shouldn't be together, you and I can do this thing again. That's the best case scenario.
And then I'll just ping pong back and forth between you as I can't decide what I want in life.
Exactly. And they will both be totally cool with that. So I think you're set.
Oh lordy. Yeah, I think Taylor,
because honestly,
yeah.
Because think about this. Okay, so you're this guy, and you're dating Taylor, and Taylor is like, hey, I have feelings for my ex, so you know,
I'm gonna go pursue that.
She goes back to her ex, but then when that falls apart and she comes back, and you're thinking, oh, I'm not gonna take her back. She touches his dick for like 1 second, boom,
and then he takes her back.
All's forgiven
because he's a fucking dumbass.
Now we start exactly. Everyone's a dumbass. Just go with that as a base variable. It's just like
just take for 1 second.
Coefficient of dumbassery is just always there.
Right.
Knocking things down.
Yes.
A few IQ points.
Yes. Oh lordy.
So
yeah, Taylor. That's the thing. Like if I was the guy and she said, "Hey, I still have unresolved feeling from my ex and I want to be with him," I'd be like, "Okay, that means our relationship is clearly not going to continue." I would just accept that, right? I'd be like, "Why would I want her?" You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and this guy is probably like, I mean, yeah, he probably has low, maybe
low self-esteem.
He kind of like fight for her or whatever. I don't know, or perhaps saying, "No, you don't. That's just you're probably just having trouble getting over." Whereas she's like, "No, I actually do have feelings for the ex." So I think Taylor is going to have to make a tragic mistake and get back with her ex,
I think so,
and have that go badly.
Yeah, I think so.
Which it absolutely will, because you and your ex Taylor were not made for each other. You guys broke up for a reason.
That's true too.
The issues go deep between you and Ben, and I think that you,
Ben, you call him Ben.
I think you stay broken up.
Right, I'm talking about Ben.
But I'm sorry. Wait. No, I mean I don't know Taylor. I don't. What? Who are we talking about?
Yeah. I mean, you feel the way you feel, Taylor. Like, right? If you're not fully committed to this guy and your heart's not in the relationship, it's not going to work, right? So you're worried about hurting him, but you're going to hurt him more if you try to take this and keep it going. It's right. So
be honest with him, no matter what.
Have the difficult conversation.
Not hurt him,
right? Already happening.
Because you're saying like I don't want to hurt him. Like you can't break up with someone and just not no matter what words that you
welcome
use.
To relationships. Like when they end, it hurts someone, usually both.
Right.
Now it's like
right, but you'll be back with this guy after
you will be when it doesn't
make
work
all
with
of those
the ex.
tragic decisions with the ex.
Exactly. Major mistakes are made. All right, Taylor. Good luck.
His name is Ben.
His name is Ben.
I do not know how I know that, but I do.
I think that. Oh, speed round.
All right, dude. It is speed round, and
your turn.
I went.
Fuck with me on
this. You came back from Iceland.
I'm checking the records.
And I went, and now, finally,
checking.
You have to do some work.
I'm looking at the records and
speed round.
Fuck, it's me. You're right. All right, fine.
It absolutely. I keep very good track of these things in my head, because I believe in the spirit of fairness.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for speed round.
So
I'm prepared for speed round.
Well, you get prepared.
Ugh.
All right. So for anyone, so for speed round, there are going to be 5 rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
I'm going to fire at Vanguard. He has 1 minute in which to answer them all.
Yes.
Thus meaning that you have to keep each answer to within 10 seconds or so.
I am Mr. Brevity.
Sometimes Vanguard has a problem.
I am Mr. Brevity. So, you are Mr.
We will see how he does.
Yes.
We'll. It's always a crapshoot.
Yeah, it is. It totally is. And I feel unprepared, but I'm as ready as I'm going to be. So,
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready. No, but go. No choice. I'm just jumping.
What is one skill that you wish you could instantly forget?
Oh God, that's a tough one for me because nothing. Like I don't want to lose any. I don't know if I had to pick something. I don't know. the polka. I don't know. Go with the polka.
If you had to describe your life using only food items, what would they be?
That's easy. Pasta, protein, like chicken, cheeseburgers, and pasta. Yeah.
Okay, so basic. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest compliment you've ever received?
Oh, probably like you're awesome because it's something like along the lines of you're awesome because you're a guy but you're a great friend. I don't have to worry about trying to sleep with or something. It was something like that. I'll get into details after.
Oh, that's
yeah. Yeah.
What's the most uncomfortable seating arrangement that you've ever been placed in?
At a wedding with 3 of my exes at the table and my current girlfriend at the time.
Oh God. And what's the most absurd thing that you've ever argued about with a family member?
Something stupid, politics, like Rush Limbaugh. I think something Rush Limbaugh related, like him saying something completely absurd. I have to think about. But yeah, I ran out of time. My apologies, but we did feminazis.
Yeah,
he was big on the feminazis, wasn't
Vanguard,
he? The one question tripped me out.
You have to. I lived in a household where the EIB network, Excellence in Broadcasting,
I'm familiar.
was on.
I'm familiar.
For 3 hours, from noon to 3. It was just on in my home. When I came home from school, that fat motherfucker was fucking just talking to my mom. That was my like.
I hear you.
And before there was a dude before him, and then after him it was Sean Hannity.
Yep.
And that was the New York drive time.
And for me, it was my stepdad. He listened religiously, and he just spontaneously. And I didn't think he took it that seriously until he spontaneously out of the blue was like, I've been thinking about abortion. And I'm like, what do you think about it, Dad? And he's like, I don't think it's right. I don't think it should be able to happen. And I'm like, well, you don't have to get one if you have one. And I'm like, you don't have to get one if you don't want one. He's like, no, other people should have one. Never have to worry about it. And I said, so you think other people should be under this? And then we went downhill from there. I'm like, the whole thing, like, so you want you to have rights that other people don't? Is that what you're saying? He's like, no, everyone's equal. I'm like, except women, right?
Right.
He's like, no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, because.
But you are.
But you are. Well, that's why most of these conversations, they either quickly realize that they're in the wrong, or they just double down on the stupidity, which is most of the,
it's all because now. Like the fucking, I'm not going to go on a bench here, but the fucking like the talking heads and the playmakers, basically the conservative playmakers, what they do is they take complicated issues and they boil down into something simple that make simple people agree with what the point they're trying to make. You know what I mean? For example,
that's politics.
Killing babies is
Make
bad.
America great again.
It's not about a woman's autonomy or women's equal to other or equality. Right. It's about they're killing a baby, which is a very simplified, you know what I mean, like thing of what the whole issue is. But they can't even comprehend the rest of it because it's like that's not how they think. That's what makes it very
reductionist, and it's also
very reductionist.
They also presuppose things that aren't in it, like such as there is no baby. So first of all, it's like you're talking about a zygote or a clump of cells. Yes. And so it's like right there, you're already on the first thing. It's like no baby is being, So I think, because I honestly say that the most absurd thing that I argue with my family is reality.
Yeah.
And that is what is absurd about it.
Right. In fact, you have to argue what is true and what is not.
Like. Reality means a whole lot less to people than I had thought.
Yes.
It's like I had thought most people really do kind of want to know the
way things really are,
reality
but
of things.
They don't.
But they don't.
No, they don't.
If they rather just be told what they want to believe.
That's right.
And then if you suggest otherwise, then you're the asshole.
Right.
So,
and it really comes down to that thing I said. It's about the taking multifaceted, the reductionist theory. It's taking complicated, multifaceted issues, dumbing them down, and then selling people the dumbed down version, why it's against their life beliefs. You know what I mean? And they buy it. Immigrants are bad. There should be no immigration. There should be zero immigration. I'm like, okay, let's think this through. What if there's zero immigration? What's going to happen? It's like,
and that's what caused Brexit and everything else. It was just like, hey, you don't want these people coming over from Syria and changing.
Because they're brown, they're going to come and
right. Even though the immigration by every economic indicator, it's absolutely critical for like a growing nation to have, and that is like if you look at the American story, it's all the immigrants that came over.
It's how we won World War II.
And the
Russians. How we won World War II, and no one understands.
No, but we're good now. We are good, Vanguard, and it's time to close the doors. Close the door. Build up that fence.
Good for me, but not for thee.
We are all set.
Yes.
Exactly.
So freaking stupid, like unbelievable.
Yeah. Which is why I think, like, so if I had a skill I want to instantly forget, how about critical thinking? Because no one, like, it's not needed. And in fact, it'll get you in trouble, because if you're able to think critically, you're looking around going, what the fuck is happening?
I know. It causes pain.
Then you can just turn on fucking road rules and,
the Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah, exactly. You can watch Ice Road Truckers or, Deadliest Catch.
Or what's the one? What are there's the tattoo people one, and there's the motorcycle. They rerun motorcycles or whatever it's called, American Chopper or something. The stupidest fucking
exactly.
I've ever seen.
But I mean, there are several shows just about pawn stores.
Yes.
Or about storage lockers that have been not paid.
Let's look at this person's storage locker, right?
Yeah. Like, those are entire genres of television now.
Yes.
So,
like Geraldo in Al Capone's vault. Remember that?
Like, I mean, Tiger King should have told us a lot in showing us, like, just how many pet tigers exist within the United States, and it's thousands.
And how much of a problem it is.
It is so much bigger than you would have thought.
Yeah.
None of these people have critical thinking skills.
Correct.
So
no one should own a tiger. No one.
Right. But me knowing that doesn't seem to be helping.
No.
So
I know.
I think
crazy.
Yeah. So if I had to describe my life in food items, I would say sauerkraut, Fig Newtons, and pork and beans. Because those are the three items that I will vomit just by having near my mouth.
I see.
So the smell of sauerkraut, cannot do it. Fig Newtons are not a cookie. They are little bricks of evil.
Yes.
And and pork and beans is absolutely disgusting.
Why did you choose things that you hate? You would choose foods that you like to help describe your life.
Right, no, because that's because I hate my life.
I see.
So when I
missed the key.
Yeah, obviously. So
you would therefore pick foods that you hate.
Right.
Clearly.
Right. I'm not going to pick stuff I like, because that doesn't represent my life.
I pick stuff I like.
Ice cream. Fuck that. No, I still have critical thinking skills.
Cookie
so
dough.
Clearly, I
love cookie dough ice cream. It's so good.
If you have critical thinking skills, you should not be able to enjoy anything.
I do.
Anymore.
I do.
You know what? And so
you got to think on. You got to think on.
I'm just stuck with my sauerkraut and my Fig Newtons.
Just like Monty Python said, you got to look at the bright side of life.
Where is that exactly? I think is that is there a flight available to this location where this place?
Yeah. Great.
It would never have occurred to me to pick foods I liked.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm making that observation. I think it's interesting.
In no way would I have even thought of. It's like, no,
right.
What?
Why
no.
would that be? I know. I hear you.
I don't like anything about my.
I hear you. Yeah. And then we're just complimenting everything we're talking about, which is, I was like friends with a girl that of course I wanted to sleep with, right? That was my angle. I'd be your friend, and then hopefully the opportunity would come up and we would date, kind of thing.
Always.
As one does. But and I got the speech of the hey, I just love being with you and spending time with you because I don't have to worry about you hitting on me or wanting me in that way, and you're just a true respect me. You're a true friend. You prove that men can be friends.
Great.
The whole thing.
Oh, that's fun.
You have that trait that I really admire. I'm like, I'm a big loser.
Okay, well, I think my individual example hopefully bring you a little bit of solace, because mine was that I managed to get testicular torsion that was so medically fascinating.
Yes.
An entire group of ER
attendees,
of medical students,
right, came in and observed your torsion
to absorb it because they rarely ever have the ability to see one of those in real life.
Agreed.
And so I presented that, and
I told you, I warned you about that before you did what you did, get the torsion.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
ER nurse said I should have been flattered because they're like, look, all these people want to see you. You know what I mean? This you have, and it's like, you know, but at the time I did not feel. It felt awkward, and I did not, you know, as nice as it was for all of those medical students to, you know, talk about how lovely my twisted balls looked. It still was awkward.
A lot of ball conversation.
Hey, man, you know,
hey, we play the cards
twist and sack. It happens sometimes, you know,
and
you know, you take it twist sack. You know, and you know, you end up in Mass General. What are you gonna do?
God. What was our last question?
Uncomfortable seating arrangement.
Oh yeah. I was at a wedding. I think you were at this wedding too. Actually, I don't think we were at the same table, but I think you were at the wedding. It was
yes, because I was at the wedding with my ex and my current girlfriend, but the current girlfriend I'd only been with for like a couple months, and the ex like sort of dominated the conversation.
Oh, I
and
see.
It didn't go well.
That's tough.
That's tough. Me.
That's tough.
After.
Oh my God.
But being surrounded by 3 exes,
it was 3 exes, and I walked to the table with my current girlfriend, right? And I just got my food.
3 times as bad.
Right. And I just got my food, and as you know, I have particular food habits. Like my food is usually pretty white, it's pretty basic, and it can't touch. It's separated, right? So I sit down,
personality.
And ex number 1 looks and is giggling, and I'm like, what? And she's like, your plate's pretty typical. And then X2 says, I know, right? And X3 says, is like, yeah, just par for the course. So it's like literally the pile on. And then current girlfriend jumped in. And I'm like, you're supposed to be on my side.
But you could have taken back and look and been like, I've had sex with every woman at this table.
Right, which was true, you know, actually. There was only 4 women at the table,
amazing.
And I had sex with all of them.
Like, you know, turn that shit around in your head, man.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Instead of focusing on that you're getting a pile on.
I've seen y'all naked.
Yeah, all these ladies know my habits.
Y'all
and you know what?
naked.
And I don't let my food touch.
Done
you
y'all.
Know what? You still let me fuck you.
Done y'all doggy style. Y'all beg for more.
Right,
that's what happened.
You know, there's no need for you to have to like back into a hedge, Homer Simpson style.
Right, exactly.
You know, because I'd say own that shit. You know, like that's
the fair reaction.
That, you know, walk in and be like, yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Mine was more the explosive, intense, immediate fight that occurred in the elevator.
Oh my God!
From descending from the wedding venue, that it started there and ended several months later when we broke up.
Oh my God!
And called off our wedding. So,
Dear Lord,
you know,
right.
Those are the way things go.
Dear Lord.
You know, a lot of stuff happens fast.
It does.
But
life can get you fast.
Yeah, it really can. I think, did we get all of them? I think we did.
I think we covered them, yeah. And yeah, I mean, we could go on about the absurd family member arguments for months, but we have limited time.
Yeah, when you're arguing about when you have to argue about reality or whether or not just you know when my own mom is now vaccine hesitant,
right?
Because for you know my nephew's a doctor,
right, and because
my father was a doctor,
right. But some uneducated person on the internet told the vaccines are bad, and she doesn't listen to her nephew, right. Her grandchild doctor, or her husband doctor. Like what the fuck are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I would love to just if I could lose the skill of empathy and not give a fuck about anything, and I can lose the skill of critical thinking, so I don't know the fuck about anything,
So
and I can just
be
be
dumb
a
and ignorant.
stupid asshole, and I can go live in Texas cheaply, and just hang out with white douchebags and fucking drive a truck with a fucking gun rack on the back. And apparently I'll be a lot more fucking chill.
And say yeehaw all the time and drink cheap ass beer.
Yeah, there'll be less fig Newtons and sauerkraut.
Cheap ass shitty beer.
It's some way to turn that around into.
Did I tell you this made me think of a quick thing? When I was in Iceland, because it's a recent history thing, I was in one of the hot spring pools, and there's a bunch of people in them, as one does in Iceland. And it was up against up against the rim, looking out the ocean. It was very, very serene. And there were these two ladies there, and one of them asked me, "Oh, do you know what time it is?" And I had my watch on me, so I told them, I'm like, "Oh," and I said, "Oh, where are you from?" Striking up just casual conversation. I'm like, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, Texas, outside Dallas." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." They're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Boston." And one said, "Oh, I'm happy for you about that." Which is basically the equivalent of "bless your heart." You know what I mean?
Right.
And I almost said, and then my wife, Mrs. Vanguard, who was there, observed what was occurring and stopped my retort.
She could have amplified it.
I know.
You could have joined forces at that moment.
It would have been fantastic. Oh, to take apart a Texan. There's nothing better in life.
Down.
Nothing better in life than entitled Texans.
And it's not
taking them down.
Super,
it's not hard.
Ted Cruz
not hard.
Is from Texas.
Exactly.
Like, that guy is just a walking punchline.
And these two chicks probably voted for him. And I'm like, so tell me, do you actually vote for Ted Cruz multiple times?
Right. Bless my heart. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Bless your
okay. Like, I'm adorable. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So stop it. I wish your state would just get cut off and float off into the
Please.
Gulf of America.
Like, you want us to secede? Please, God, secede. We will. Here's a hint. We'll all say yes. It's okay.
It's all good. Just
we're cool. Go have fun with that. You can't even keep your own power grid running.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because the power grid, we'd be fine. You could just disconnect, and you guys will just keep our.
They're the only state.
Grids.
Little known fact: they're the only state in the union has their own power grid, not connected to the rest of the U.S.
Not a little known fact. After they,
it's a more known.
Their
fact.
whole entire system went down, and so
multiple
many people
times
died from heat exhaustion and stuff like that. And that's when the whole world learned, hey, Texas has its own power grid that isn't connected to anything else because. Fuck all of us. And so no, really.
And actually, fuck all you.
They're screwed. And so the other grids couldn't even tap into it in order to supply the power.
Couldn't even help.
So,
tried to help.
Couldn't even help.
Right. We had to run a huge ass extension cord from Oklahoma. You had to run a huge extension cord.
Right. And that's Oklahoma.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look into Oklahoma for help, I mean, Jesus Christ, what's happened in life?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're in Oklahoma, any direction, there's nothing good.
No.
So,
definitely
I guess. I mean, go west, I suppose, until you hit water, and then you'll be all right.
I know.
All right. Well, I think that.
Sammy Dave says Bricktown's very nice. I don't know Bricktown. Bricktown, Texas. One of our viewers talking about Bricktown.
There are areas of in
Austin's awesome.
Like Austin is a keep
Oklahoma
weird.
City. Okay,
it's there are certain what they call blue dots in a Red Sea.
Yes.
And those are things like Austin.
So to speak.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean. It is, because even if you look at a map, it's like a blue dot, and then all the rest it's just because it's the city of X, and then all of the surrounding towns are.
It's a lovely place
filled with redneck dumb fucks.
So. Don't hold back. Just share what you mean.
What?
I know. You're never one not to. But we're out of time. We have to run. So I think we provided some value to people today. I think we helped. We answered our 5 questions. I think we learned about more roommate questions, breakup questions, like overreacting relationships. Fundamentally, people just need to communicate more.
And I think this might be the first time that we did not openly
end a relationship,
destroy a relationship.
Yes.
Or as much as I would advise a couple of these to just go their own way.
Right.
But there is none that
I'll Fleetwood Matt.
Yes. Where you definitely need to. Personally, Taylor, should be able to break up with her boyfriend or whatnot. But
right.
As far as there's no one from Utah this week, and so that I'm grateful for.
We're grateful
because hopefully those people are doing okay.
But
they're not. They're in Utah.
But we again need more questions for next week, right? So I know we're a little behind, but still,
yes.
we want fresh questions. So please, below Green Pants is the link where you click and you submit the questions, and we will answer them on the next show. We'll try to get to all of them.
Maybe
we get a lot. A lot, so we got to pick and choose, right? And please identify your name and where you're from. If you do not include where you're from, we will assign you a place, and then Green Pants will mock it. So that is kind of what's done. So we'll see you next week, right? We'll be here 9:30 U.S. Eastern time on Tuesday.
Yep.
Or answer 5 more questions and help 5 more people.
And yeah, we'll and so for today, you're welcome.
Yes.
And we will be back next week
to
welcome help you some more.
I think so.
Because that's the type of people that we are.
That's what we do. We do this for free. This is free advice.
It's because of our huge hearts.
Free advice is free. Yes.
It's from the heart.
It's from
Sometimes you get a hot take, what are you going to do? Good night, everybody. Vanguard's starting to sing.